Hi everybody,
No.
this is Sheila and I'm Tony, and we would just like to have a little discussion about our faith and maybe talk to you and invite you to listen and enjoy the celebration, but also ask yourself a couple questions similar to what we're doing and maybe increase your faith a little bit. Sheila, what would you do without Jesus in your life? What would life be like?
I think for me, I wouldn't have hope. I can't imagine people. I was saved at a young age, so I don't really remember life before Jesus. So it's hard for me to say, but I can't imagine living life without having God that I could pray to and call upon, and just having that peace to know that He's always there. God never promises to change our circumstances, but He definitely promises to never leave us nor forsake us. And I think it's just that understanding that He's always there for me, no matter what's going on, that gets me through the next day. And I can't imagine people not having that hope to know that they have the God of the universe that loves them and loves them enough that He sent Jesus to save them.
You know, I agree with Sheila. I think hope is the most tremendous thing. My wife and I cannot imagine trying to live our lives without the hope of the resurrection, the hope of God's love, the hope of His help, the hope of His friendship and His love, but also having companionship, community, Christian working together and support with one another. I think it's amazing how we get more hope by coming together and worshiping together. Sheila, your testimony is beautiful, but it's obvious in my life, and I think yours, that there's ups and there are downs. There are mountains and there are valleys. So how does God help you recover from a valley, a deep, dark place? How does He get you back up on the top side?
That's a hard one for me. I think for me is to make sure when I'm in those valleys that that I continue to reach out and ask Him to help me get through it. And sometimes I think that's some of the danger in some of Christianity today is the prosperity gospel. Is that we're told that you have faith in Jesus and everything's going to be roses, but Jesus is our example. And Jesus wandered the earth for 33 years. He never had a place to lay His head. And so for me, the gospel is that willingness to surrender your life to what Jesus calls you to do. And in some cases, that's easy, and in other cases, it's not so easy. And to just know that God always wants the best for us, and even though we can't see this side of heaven, what that looks like is to trust that no matter if it's a valley I'm going through, I've always said God never uses my good times to help others. It's always those struggles and those things that I've suffered through that He always uses to help someone else. So just to know that God uses everything for His purpose and for His glory, and to know that even in the dark times, it's easy for people to see Jesus in others when things are going smooth, but it really shows true faith when you can project Jesus when you're in the valleys, and to know that that's when God uses you the most, and that those are the times that He gives you perseverance and strengthens your character so that you can reach a lost world. So
I agree with Sheila. I think that a lot of strength of character comes through the storms and the troubles that we have, and then we get through them with God's help so that we can then be a mentor for other people that are currently struggling. And so whether it happened a long time ago in our childhood or whether it's happening right now, God can work His way with us through the problem and then prepare us to share hope and peace and strength with others during those problems. And so that's our message to you today, is that if you're in a valley and you're really struggling, that there is hope.
Yes.
Yes. And there is support in Christian community and fellowship and getting together. And then God can use whatever you're struggling with later to help someone else. And so that's one of the beautiful things about a Christian life. It's up and down and victorious.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Love you, sister.
Love you too.